Right here, do you notice what's happening? I am loaded on this side. You notice on my hip, all my power is now right here. Hey guys, it's up at Eli Knight, and I'm here with JD Caputo at the Oromato Boxing Club. And again, we're up in New Brunswick, and I came here to visit JD, but also to do a clinch fighting seminar at this boxing gym here at the Oromato Boxing Club. And we were just kind of, whenever we get together, we like to sit around and kind of like just discuss things that we're working on at the time, what he likes to do, what I like to do, and then kind of like blend those things together because that's what martial arts nerds do. And so anyway, we were talking about this combination. He was showing me this, and he's like, this is what I really like to do lately. And I'm like, oh yeah, I've been hit with that, and it sucks. And so anyway, I'm going to have him kind of break down the striking aspect of it and then explain to you what I do because I don't like to get hit with this. So. All right, so two different types of perspective, in my opinion, really two different fundamental types of boxer, right? So again, we're coming from an orthodox boxing perspective. Typically what I see is guys that either when they want to fight in a phone booth in here, or they want to stay out here and they want to play the long game and they want to move around you. So we'll give you two options for both of those. What we're going to be looking at is your opponent is feeding a jab, so he's got a little bit of training. You're either inside of a ring and you're fighting this guy, or he's been to a boxing class. Guys, it's way more prevalent now. The YouTube out there, they're teaching people to fight. You know. Anyway, all right, so he feeds the jab, so I'm going to pass this, right? Now, again, you notice when I pass, I'm not doing this, right? Because if I do that, I'm eating a right. So don't get nervous. Relax. Calm down. Settle into your training. Don't worry. You're going to get this. So he jabs, little pass, little miss. Boom, just this. That's it. I don't need anything else because then I've still got this weapon, right? If I want to hit him back. So now, but usually we're going to get that 1-2, right? Straight punches. So boom here, and then I'm going to slip. Now, I want to freeze frame right here. Do you notice what's happening? I am loaded on this side. You notice on my hip, all my power is now right here, okay? It's all right here. My hands are down deliberately so you can see this. So now, what I'm going to do is, it's long range for me to throw my favorite punch. You can, I don't like risk. So as I slip, I'm just going to step. This short little step. I'm pushing off my rear foot. I'm stepping forward with the lead here. Now, at this point, I'm going to rotate my body. I drop my elbow down. My elbow marries itself to my hip, close to my core. And then I turn and I feed the punch, driving in with the power. Now, if I wanted to get out of there, I could double jab out, right? I could backstep and cut an angle. If I wanted to stay in, so he feeds the jab, so I'm here, boom, get in, pop here. You know what I mean? I can push myself onto the shoulder and keep going. You know, I can start moving around him. I like to check his body a lot so I can keep moving around him. There's a lot of different tools and a lot of different things you can employ. But again, basic, solid, fundamental striking. The guy might not even be a threat, but he is. Now it's on to Eli Knight.
Well, no, because like I throw the same combination whenever I'm sparring sometimes, and I remember like one of the times I hit it like really clean. It was one of those moments where I couldn't believe that I landed as clean as I did, and so I was kind of like admiring my work a little too long. And before like you start to anybody out there starts to type, well, yeah, you can do all that if he's just leaving his arm hanging out there like that for you. No, that's not the point. So whenever we're here, if I'm parrying off this jab, he throws the jab, I kind of parry the jab a little bit here, and then as that cross comes in, if I'm slipping that cross here like this, like JD was talking about, and I'm stepping in, and I'm throwing this uppercut, yeah, whether he came back and covered like that or whether I catch him still on the extension here, what happens a lot of the time is unless I hit that really clean and it rocks him, which would be great, then he's probably, the next like intelligent punch for him to throw is probably going to be his lead hook. So as he comes back with that lead hook, that's what I got to watch out for. So knowing that and kind of having a little presence of mind that if I do slip that cross and I do come with the uppercut, I need to be covered for that side. I'm going to use that to progress into the clinch range. So whenever we're here, I'm going to parry that one here. I parry, I slip out to the side here. I come with that uppercut this way, and then I'm going to cover as he's throwing his hook this way here. Now, instead of just covering and then like re-engaging in the striking distance while we're in the pocket, I'm going to wrap over on that hook side here, and I'm going to get this overhook that I have, and then I want to reach this across and try to block up and stuff his punch that's coming next, because the next smart thing for him to throw is going to be that far side where there's going to be a rear hook or a straight right or whatever. So then off of that here, now since I'm back in this clinch that we've established before, I can pass a couple different ways. Now in previous ones, I showed how to kind of pass underneath the arm, but the problem now is I have this overhook. So off this overhook here, now if this were small gloves or no gloves, I could probably do something like an arm drag and come through to here, but these big bulky gloves like this make that a little bit difficult. So what I want to look to do off of that instead is from here I can come back and I can throw here this way and get back into striking range. Or from here, I can throw this by like I'm bowling a little bit. So what I mean by that is like I'm gonna step this leg back and out, and then I'm gonna throw this by, right? So if you see now, the way I'm like centered behind him, and if you look at the structure of the feet, the foot placement like this, then he's pretty vulnerable to me. I'm behind him, his center line is facing that way, my center line is facing him. So now I can come back, throw my hook this way here. I can bring this, re-engage this right hand, and then we have lots of different clinch elements from there, a lot of different disengagement from there that we can go back into striking. So again, we're gonna go off this 1-2 here. I slip out to the side.
The freeze right here. So this uppercut, guys, that he's throwing, really important tip. I'm gonna lift my arm just briefly so you can see. As the uppercut comes in, Eli smartly aims for my chest. And it naturally glides up to my chin. You see that? Now, even if my guard's here, like if my guard is up and he retracts that punch and throws it, it goes right underneath. Even if my elbows are in there, it still goes right underneath there, gets the jaw every single time. Guys, aim for the chest. The chest is big, and it's broad, and it's easy to hit. It's a lot harder to hit than a tiny, small, moving target, right? So just a pro tip there, but back to Eli. So here, boom, there's the uppercut. I come back with a hook.
I'm gonna wrap over on that side. After I cover for that hook, I'm gonna wrap over like this. I wanna make sure that I block this hand across, because even though this is an awkward place for him to hit me, he still has access to be able to, but I do want to have my head inside the pocket. I wanna block across to this side arm, and then I'm gonna pick this leg up, step it back, and then I'm gonna swing my arm a bit like I'm bowling this way here. And so after this shot here, I'm gonna come back here. I can disengage, get back into where I'm in a better striking range, or I can re-engage and get a rear clinch, depending on what my need is at the time.
Now, and guys, there's a ton of answers to counter this. I can hear you already clicking on the keyboard right now. You're probably that guy. Maybe you're just being helpful, but maybe you're that guy. So if you're that guy, this one's for you. We can't cover 100 million variables of combat inside of a 6-minute video. We just don't have the time, so we give you the best answer we possibly can. And just like you guys, man, we're two martial artists. We love what we do. We come together, we trade information, and we come up with something pretty awesome. So, guys, trade some information, man. Let us know what you come up with. Holler to us about it, man. This is great stuff. Eli Knight, JD Caputo. Man, Eli, anything left?
No, that's it, man.